can't see how you can stop truckers from importing goods into the country and not face empty shelves. To date, I have not seen empty grocery shelves, but at this rate, it's likely coming. This is one of my local Winners stores, and you can see their shoe racks are almost empty. And yes, we can live without a new pair of shoes for a while. This just happens to be another store shutting down. Seeing a lot of that lately. And this, of course, is my favorite hardware store where I purchased the half-gallon 1.9 liter jars, and there's a lot of empty shelves there as well. So, as well as hefty prices on Lodge. So I guess my position on all of this is that there's very little that we can do to alter the events that are going to happen. We can prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And on that note, I've decided to do a little bit more of a grocery haul, as some people call it, just a larger shopping. Bought a little bit more meat, a little bit more fish. You know, we tend to eat a lot of shrimp lately. And so I bought quite a number of packets of frozen shrimp and other meats, and also a larger supply of ground beef or ground meat, and I'm going to turn that into meatballs and just freeze it all. So I do have, you know, Mark said he's not the least bit worried with everything that I've got canned up. We're probably good for a year, and we probably are. But, you know, there's always certain things that you're going to get short of. So, and in the long run, I expect that things will, that cooler heads will prevail, and one would hope, and that things will not become critical. So far the food supply is just fine, but others are seeing empty shelves. I don't see why it won't happen here. So anyway, hopefully if it does, it's just limited. And for us, growing season is still a little bit far away. I mean, it is mid-January, and I have seen some of my subscribers starting to talk about buying seeds and starting some seedlings. And unfortunately here we can't put anything into the ground until at least mid-May, so it is early for me to, as much as I would love to be thinking about gardening, it is early for that. So based on that, I'm just going to spend more of my time prepping, canning, and I have a batch of soap that I have to make up. So on that note, here we go. Okay, well, here we go again. I have, I don't know how many, 4, 8, 12 chicken breast carcasses, and it's just the breast that they put in the packages, 4 per package, and I bought 3 packages. So they have been simmering overnight and in 2 great big pots. And today, this morning, before I do anything else, I want to put these in the canner. And the canner is ready and just waiting for me. So I'm just going to get my vinegar, get some rings. I've got my lids here already, and I'll put these jars up. And today I've managed to get about 15 jars of stock, and that should last them 2 weeks. Okay, and it is 6:30 in the morning, and I'd like to get this job done so that I can do some other things this morning. For today, Mark has finally gone ice fishing with his friend. Let's see if he brings anything home today. Okay, and my canner is ready. And I think I'll turn on the stove. I do have 3 quarts of water in my canner, ready to go, so I'm just going to do these a couple at a time and put them in there. So I've got my vinegar to clean the edge. These jars are very hot. So my lids. Okay. for sure I'll have to do 2 layers here. Okay, number 2. So that's 4 in the canner so far. Now I bought a whole bunch of mixed pork and I'd like to get some meatballs made today. I also had a request to make some soap a little while back and I've been putting that off. So I have to make 2 batches of soap. I'd also like to get out today. So I don't know which one of those activities is going to have to be pushed back till after I get back. Maybe one of them will. Perhaps both. Okay. Yeah, it's still early enough. Maybe I can make one of them. And give that one a better wipe. The whole edge seemed a bit on the greasy side. Perhaps I spilled something on that particular jar. Okay, what have we got here? Three, 6, 7, 8. I could fit one more at the bottom. And yes, some of my rings are a bit on the rusty side, but as long as I can screw them on and off comfortably, I continue to use them. As a matter of fact, I have so many brand new rings that I have never used because I tend to reuse my old rings over and over and over again. And when I get new ones, I don't use them until these are thrown away. Okay, that one is on my second layer. I've put a divider there in between. So I will have 2, 4, 6 on my second layer. And 9 on the bottom. So that was 15 jars this time. Let's see if I can get these all at once. And all in the canner. Okay, second item on the agenda is done. I have formed 4 pounds of meat into meatballs, spiced them up, used up some of those breadcrumbs that I purchased, and that's one of the reasons I use a lot of breadcrumbs is for meatballs. And that is part of the reason why I can't can them, because you cannot can meat with breadcrumbs in it. So these are ready for the freezer, and once they're frozen solid, then I'll put them in vacuum bags. Okay, meatballs are frozen. And I've got 3 bags cut here, and I'll probably split them between the 3 bags. And perhaps I might need a 4th bag, but that's okay. What I want to do is make sure that when I vacuum seal them, that I'm doing them flat so that they can go in the refrigerator flat. Or sorry, in the freezer flat. And we just end up opening a bag, taking out what we need for the evening, and then resealing the bag. So, but these guys are stuck on pretty good. Yes, I will need a 4th bag because I put these a little bit. I didn't like the way that was. Now, part of the reason I do this is because I actually don't like making meatballs. I really don't like having my hands in the meat, so I do a whole bunch at once so I don't have to do it as often. Okay, I finished my my 3rd chore for the day, I guess, and that is to make some soap. Now, he didn't want any artificial color in it, so it's completely natural, except for some essential oil, of course, for the scent. So this is a lye soap, and it should make 15 to 16 bars. Okay? Oh yes, and I won't be able to cut it for at least another 24 hours. And I do have this wine box that I put them in and use it to cure, because they should be kept warm. So rather than towels and everything else, I just put it in this box and put it away for a while. And when it's ready to be cut, I just pull it out of the box. And the wood will keep it as warm, if not warmer, than throwing towels over it. Okay? Okay, this is Tony from her Homestead Skills. I hope you found this video enjoyable, or at least interesting, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.